All right, is the game audio coming through? It looks like it is. Interesting. My cat is laying on my iPad and is pressing caps lock, so don't mind me. No, that's no problem. Gotcha. I understand your cat's just very excited to hang out and see what you're drawing. Okay, as always, let's check the settings first. What was that little toggle? Maximum frame rate? No. We want this to be 60 FPS. After my experiences with Talos Principle, I don't trust games to have unlimited FPS. Alright, where are game settings? Alright, so we got English. Don't want to autoplay. We'll show tutorials. Dyslexia font and dialogues. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Actually, let me change font size. Let's switch it to large, and if that's too big, we'll flip it back to small. Camera sensitivity, zoom sensitivity. Okay, interesting. Didn't see a subtitle. So I don't know if there's going to be any VA. I don't know if this is going to be a non-VA, so I get to do all the voices. I mean, it is a visual novel, so I guess it's inherent that there's going to actually be the text that's being said most of the time. Cat is protesting the fact you turn off her cartoons. Well, maybe I'll be able to distract your cat with this new game. Let's go ahead and jump in. So far, the music, the game sounds are very eerie, very spacey. The art looks interesting. So it looks like we have a flying robot drone. We may have a little bit of futurism. We'll have to see how futuristic, if it's 5 minutes in the future or if we got like planetary travel. Ooh, this animation. The piano. Missed calls from Laszlo. Staying up at night. Uh-oh. Wonder what's going on. Seems like she took a ferry. Ooh. Citizen not... Ooh. Cameras scanning people. Whether they belong. Interesting implications. Alright, let's see. Have hollow screens. Loving these environments so far. They feel so lived in and natural that we still see some elements of futurism with like the floating screens and such. Welcome back, Polly. Aww. Half-Life 2, but less apocalyptic, just dystopian. Maybe. As with all games, I avoid spoilers to my best of ability. Ooh. So that thing just kind of disappeared. More drama game? We don't know how drama it is. Certainly it's going to be a visual novel. Ooh. Everything looks the same. It feels so different. I dropped my bag in my old room. It's been 10 years since I moved out of this place. 5 since the last time I managed to come back for holidays. Oh. So I wonder if the missed calls were her father. And this is their family, like where she grew up. So like she may have inherited the family house kind of thing. When I was young, this island felt so small, and now I'm realizing I was wrong about that. It's not small, just that I was growing up. I had my own ideas, needed some time, away, alone. Back then, it felt like all the space here was meant for other, more important people. Dang it, Ryleko, I can't believe you wound me up and shucked me into the void. Welcome on by. Also, welcome on by, Lucy, and congratulations. And hey yo, Tesla Cool. Oh, Jacob with our head pats. And by people, I mean my mother. Scan the game! Game being analyzed. Analyzing. Bling. Proceed with video game to collect more data. Ursula. She's always been so purposeful, so dedicated, so focused. She casts a long shadow. And really, who could resist this face? The Knights? Ha! Unlikely. Now I find myself stepping back into the place where we lived together for so many years. The Knights. A big residence, open to all, filled with artists and creatives. The backbone of Alma, the surrounding neighborhood. At least, it was. With Ursula gone missing, the place feels empty now, almost abandoned. I decide to go straight to my mother's room, to the heart of the problem. Everything looks familiar, and everything feels strange. I hear a sound, and some instinct freezes me in place. Nobody's home. The noise emerges from somewhere inside my mother's room. A heartbeat, and a gentle, pearl-like rattling. A soothing sound. A call. A name. Whispered. Chanted. I feel compelled to open the door and... There's between the rendered area and the animation. Interesting. Ooh. We have obtained the orb! Write that down. Write that down. Shove it into your stomach. I played Rain World. We gotta store those. Okay, I know I've gone through the void portals quite a lot, but I don't think water is supposed to do that. Ooh. Oh, we found a gamer and they're pogging. Nexus. Ooh. A labyrinth. Alright, we've got a floating island. Alright, this feels much more fantastical. Interesting, we have these aqueducts going off in the distance, but it seems like it's a geometric city. Question is how big is it? It doesn't even seem like a proper maze. Or if it was a maze, it's broken, because we can see some open up areas that kind of keep it from walling places off. I wonder if this place used to be more and it's kind of fallen to destitute. See, when I grew up, it was wardrobes. Kids just be falling to baths. Yeah, back in my day, I had to find my own grandpappy's armoire and shovel those coats out of my way and get to Narnia. These days, the kids got lazy. All you gotta do is draw a bath, bada bing, bada boom, plorp on through, and bam, you're in another world. And it says, bollocks, I had to travel through the armoire both ways, uphill, in the snow. Actually, when they go to the Narnia, it is during winter and they have to go through snow. So unironically, that's kind of accurate. Great. Love how that planned all of that. Where am I? The world around me. I've never seen anything like it. An endless panorama, limitless horizon. My head spins. And there, looking at me like an old friend, is a girl. She seems surprised, as if my presence was a shock to her.
Oh, didn't see you there.
Oh no, she's British! Ah!
Take your time, Sprout.
Oh, she has like little pixel emotes.
It's not every day you wake up in a new dimension.
I mean, I'm pretty used to hopping between dimensions. You seem to have a little floating name icon above your head. Bliss, I believe it is. My ears are ringing. Head's swimming. I feel like I'm in the strangest dream ever. I take a breath, and I focus. Fancy a chippy, do ya? Here's a tenner. Go grab a wrap from the food truck down there. Some good eating. Better than some beans and toast.
There you go. You'll get the hang of it in no time.
Who is this person? She puts down the game console she was playing with and rushes over to me.
So, I guess we've got a lot to discuss.
I mean, yeah. First off, is this going to happen every time I try to take a bath? Because that's going to be inconvenient. You know, baths are very soothing and relaxing. I would like to be able to get into a bathtub and not accidentally transport myself into another dimension. Especially because I might not be wearing clothes, and that would make this very awkward. This time, wearing clothes, perfectly fine. Next time, you know, may not be wearing clothes. Wouldn't want that to happen, all right?
Who are you? I'm Polly.
Okay, so our character is gonna have some voice act. I feel like that sound effect is very apropos for Bliss. I'm bathing in a swimsuit from now. You know what, Tesla Coil? That is a good idea, just in case any bathtub transports you into another dimension. You have a favorite X-Man? I didn't really do too much with the superheroes. I mean, it's not like the X-Men cartoon back in the day. I would say maybe Nightcrawler, if you really put it to me to pick any particular one. I always liked his poof, 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 poof. Dreki, why are you just chatting? I have no idea. I'm salty. Okay, dude. All right, video games. Thank you, Arizel, and welcome on by. All right, so confirmation our name is Polly, and it seems like any external text might be VA'd, so we might only be narrating internal thoughts. You love cartoons, you could die. Yeah, bam, exactly. Great sound effects for them.
Actually, you're harmony for us over here.
Wow. Okay. Just taking my name like that. Pretty fucking rude, Bliss. She seems to be looking at my clothes and... What happened? Why am I dressed like a priestess? Okay, so maybe they automatically equip us with clothing. Breathe. I need to breathe. Alright, so... New fit. Kind of interesting. We have this little hexagon giant hoop earring. Interesting. I like... Excuse me. I like this asymmetry... Why did I say that so weird? Asymmetry thing kind of going on. Because, you know, we have the dot earring, then we have a hoop earring. You know, these little straps seem to be a little bit different. You know, we have some forearm. I don't know if this is like all one piece kind of thing of like wraps, or if they're like separate bracelets kind of thing. but it helps break up an otherwise very simple dress. Bliss, likewise, is very, I would say, colorful. Starting to look like some Star Trek kidnapped into the holodeck program. Shit. Oh, take a look at that. There we go.
I'm Bliss. This world is Reverie. And it's in big trouble.
Oh, Britain's in a bit of trouble. A spot of trouble, you say? Well, I kind of think you did that to yourselves now, didn't ya? Try and get back into the, Earthian Union. That's that.
What?
What?
Both my world and yours are on the brink of collapse.
Ooh, are we gonna be dealing with climate stuff? Ooh, I wonder how political this is gonna get.
Pillaged and plundered by an invading army or something cool like that. No, this is ugly. Bad news. Collapsing from within, you know?
Interesting. So it's not external forces, it's internal. I wonder if we are gonna be getting
Slow
political.
down, please. I was just in my mother's room and I picked up this necklace and
Were our parents
See this?
aware of all this? The girl points to an object floating in the middle of the platform. An orb. It sort of looks like a heart, wreathed in blue flames. It's radiating a powerful surge of emotions? How do I know this?
Don't look at it for too long, Sprout. It'll bum you out.
So does emotions. I wonder if this dimension is parasitic, symbiotic with the normal world, and they sort of exist or feed upon the general, like, vibe of people, the zeitgeist, the locus of society. So if things trend towards dystopian, you know, it starts poisoning this world, maybe?
it's incredible.
And yet, it's fragile. More than it has ever been.
I take a few steps towards it. Waves of comforting warmth and aching cold wash over me. Sensations of solitude and togetherness, emptiness and excess. I'm on the verge of tears, gripped by a sense of helpless sorrow beyond my control.
I know who you are. And I know you have to touch the heart of Reverie.
Okay, random British girl, I'm sure I can trust you. The heart.
Touch it! Touch it and see the future!
Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Touch the bad orb, touch the bad orb. Don't look at it, but touch it. No look, only touch. I comply. My fingers seem to go right through the surface. It's neither cold nor hot. Softly rough. Hey, yo. Oh, thank you for the touch. I feel a slight shock. Almost imperceptible.
What the?
You're connected to Reverie now. You'll be able to travel between our world and yours.
Oh no. Polly, you've accidentally signed a Fey compact. Bliss is a Fey creature. No, all the signs were there. Polly, you fool. What have you done? What have you done? You're now part of the court's games. Will you survive?
What do you mean, travel? I have so many questions.
Looks like you're searching for your mother. This will point you in the right direction. Introducing the Augural, an amazing tool you can use to strategize and plan out the future.
Augural?
How do I use
Okay. The girl takes a sip of her drink and a few seconds to reply. Is this simply theatrics, or is she figuring out the best way to explain?
See for yourself, Sprout.
Sprout. You know, it's funny that Bliss is calling us Sprout, considering Final Fantasy XIV's update recently and the fact that new players are called Sprouts in that game. Today is a day of hilarious coincidences, I think. Okay. Future is visible to you in the form of interconnected nodes. Each node contains a fragment of the story we can unveil. Ooh, interesting. So we can't... Interesting that it has that. I feel like there may be some different qualifications. So we can get truth or... Ooh. So first steps. You can see the next one. The one after that. Okay, so anything with eyes is too... Oh! It's too far in the future. Ooh, I like this. And it seems like the further in the future, they get a little bit less detailed. So I wonder if we grow in our... I wonder if we can grow our future sight abilities so we can see further into what could be to better inform what we want to choose. All right, this is... I like this. This is an interesting mechanic. It allows you to see the broad framework of things, but it's not enough explicit information at the start to overwhelm you to where, like, if I could see absolutely everything, you know, we could spend a while here trying to precisely plan out every single action to min-max, but, you know, giving you a couple nodes lets you get a little taste, just a little teaser. The question is, do we truth or dare, or do we do first steps? I think first steps is us. When a node is selected, information about its fragment appears to the right. Use this information to plan your journey through the story. Okay, let's take our first steps. What happened? What the hell just happened?
The augural allows you to see the future. That's this board, you know? Before today, time was linear for you. From now on, well, it dances to your tune.
I see. We've transcended time and space. We've become a fourth dimensional entity.
It's incredible. How? How come I can do that?
I'm an aspiration. Me and my friends need a heart to exist. But our heart is weak.
Aspiration. Interesting. This game has had some interesting terminology choices. So, me and my friends. So I'm wondering if we're gonna have personifications of various emotions, sort of like why am I suddenly forgetting that movie? Inside? No. Inside Me? Standard anthropomorphic personification. Yeah. Exactly. Oh. I wonder if the negative emotions are also personified. It'll be interesting if they do a situation of, like, quote unquote good emotions versus quote unquote bad emotions, or if they might be going an angle of you need a healthy balance of everything sort of situation. And also the fact that they are aspiration. So is it the happier, the more blissed people are, the better bliss will be? Or does it just need to be a generally positive vibe? You know, I wonder how specialized each of these aspiration people are to draw power, or I would say perhaps existence, meaning from the world. But I also wonder how much of that emotion can maybe affect them, because I could also see an angle where, you know, we have positive emotions or positive aspirations, and then with the negativity, they flip and become corrupted or convert into negative mirrors of themselves. So we have, I think there's a couple interesting ways they could play with this. I know just a little from the demo of this, so I have part of the answer to that. I didn't even play the demo, so don't spoil me.
And you're special, Sprout. You can help us. You can save us all.
I'm the chosen one! Alright, where's my master sword? Alright, I understand. I know where we're going with here. Give me some pots to smash, alright? As the protagonist, I have the legal right to smash all of your property in search of shinies and other items, alright? It is just the law. As a Brit, you should understand this, alright? Finders takers, okay? Bliss attempts a smile, but it looks forced. Perhaps because I look so confused. For a moment, the words mean nothing to me. The aspiration of property? Damn it! Yeah, dude, just go down there and start smashing shit. I don't care, man. Baseball bats, some mailboxes, fucking steal some road signs. I hear that 420 mile marker's a popular one. Hell yeah! Forcing a smile. So I wonder, considering Bliss was surprised that we showed up, I have a couple thoughts. It could be that she's taking advantage of us showing up, and like some of the stuff she's telling us may not be exactly true, but you know, it's sort of gonna take whatever falls into her lap situation, into their lap. I don't know. I will say it would be nice if pronouns were indicated. Again, Teenage Exocolonist raising the bar for me when it comes to making it easy to identify characters and be cognizant of stuff like that to make sure I'm accurately referencing things or trying to throw the appropriate voices, although it seems like we're pretty fully voiced. Yeah! Smash ceramic noise. Exactly. But why me? Why was the necklace in my mother's room? Could this augural be the key to finding my mother?
Let's start with something easy. Truth or dare?
Truth or dare? She's serious? The light in her eyes tells me so. She is serious. Question mark symbol means that only one of the two nodes can be played. The other will be blocked forever. Choose which part of the story we want to unfold. Don't know where this is going, but talking seems less risky. None of this is real, so let's just go with the flow, right? Also, Bliss Crystal. Interesting. Bliss definitely has some trickster energy going. Absolutely. I mean, you got kind of the chaotic. I was originally pinning her, like, probably because I just finished Teenage Exocolonist again. She's giving me some big Nomi vibes. You know, a little bit of that gamer energy, a little bit of that, those bright colors. She doesn't feel as, you know, anime, gamer silliness. Let's go with truth. You know, we're trying to find our mum. All right. We don't need some silliness here. I don't know what she might dare me to do. I wonder how you can play this game with some kind of immortal child that I accept.
Truth.
Tell me about your mum. Do you like her?
Interesting. Usually in Truth or Dare. I wonder if the Truth or Dare is a Truth or Dare to Blip? That is not what I expected of possible questions from a truth. Words are spilling out of my mouth uncontrollably. Uncontrollably, you say? Oh, I wonder if we picked Dare, we would have been given something to do by Bliss.
Things are difficult between us.
Good. You made a choice. And now, what we're experiencing is unique and special.
All at once, I feel ashamed. What was I thinking to open up to this unknown entity? So much and so suddenly.
Don't worry about that.
No, I'm worrying. Hang on. Did she hear my thoughts? She needs to stop.
I'm trying, but I can't help catching some of them. Like listening to a foreign lingo you half know.
Oh no, she can read my mind!
Come on. Tell me about your mother.
It takes me a couple of seconds to refocus.
Make it sound so clinical. It's just that I never knew her. I mean,
I can feel Bliss's presence in my head retreating, being pushed back. I can actually keep her out of my thoughts if I concentrate hard enough. So I continue.
she's always been there, pushing me, picking me up after failures and mistakes. But who she really is, deep down, as a person, I have no clue.
Interesting. We're suddenly back at the Nides. If not for the familiar surroundings, I might not have noticed the shift.
What the?
Ooh, we're back in our normal
Is
clothes.
this your room? Nice.
Oh,
Oh, she came back with us. Ah, we're haunted!
you're here.
Well, sort of. I'm really still in reverie, but with a bit of effort, we aspirations can push ourselves into brittle.
Ooh, they call this world brittle. Interesting. Also, is that a 3D printer? Very interesting house. Lots of... Ah, man. Don't Nod Asley makes some pretty games. The space just feels so lived in. You know, just little stuff left all over the place. You know, notes, things kind of set up. You know, we've got some random plants. You know, it's... Ah, this is so nice. I also really like the animations. I mean, it's not like full leaf seeking, but it seems like a lot of the characters have a lot of different facial expressions and emotions that they change between as we go through dialogue. It really helps with the immersion.
And as you shifted yourself back here, I thought I'd come with.
I did?
It makes a match of modern tech with old school architecture. Neat. Absolutely.
Don't worry about it. Those new powers of yours will take a bit of getting used to. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, your mum.
Me mum! My finger traces circles on the desk. A mandala of dust.
Would you say she was distant?
Always. She kept me at bay, refused to let me into her world. She wanted me to become this great artist.
I mean, it's kind of nice that she maybe encouraged Polly to be an artist. Much better than some.
And instead I went into medical research.
Interesting that that is presented as the bad path.
She was always there, always present, but never close.
That is very
Does that
fascinating.
make sense?
Considering a lot of people, it tends to be you need to focus on the serious job, you know, not the creative efforts that you're interested in. But it seems it's the other way around. Again, I'm wondering how much her parents may have been in may have been similar roles as Polly now may be, or if her parents might also be aspirations. I wonder if there may have been ulterior motives to specifically wanting her to be an artist, to be a creative. Why am I asking? My stomach hurts. Why am I hurting myself?
She never even cried. When Dad left, she simply closed that book and opened another one.
Now we don't know how old Polly was. So I have a little asterisk I'm putting in my mind on this information because we don't know if this is a child's perception of what was going on with their adults, or if this is her as an adult, you know, being able to be cognizant and recognizing that her mom was, you know, perhaps emotionally distant with or her significant other that passed, or whether she may have done it privately where Polly is not aware of it, or may have just taken her some time to process her grief. So I don't want to... No. Always be cognizant in games and literature, especially from first-person perspectives, that the information you are presented with does have a bias, and that is of the character who is presenting it. My fingers paint an infinite spiral, again and again. Feels soothing, like I'm making a bridge to connect two different drawings. Now, hold on, Polly. You can't make multiple infinite spirals. That's not how infinity works here, Polly. You can't just do that. Oh. And we're suddenly back in the other world.
What's going on?
Don't ask me. You're the one who brought us here. Traveling between worlds like it's nothing is, well, shows what amazing powers you have.
I smile. The futures, are slowly unfolding. We can catch a glimpse of the future, but entire parts of it are sometimes remain hidden. Nodes with an eye will hide everything behind them. Hidden nodes cannot be interacted with. Conceal all information about the fragment they contain. You need to progress until you reach this node and reveal it to see beyond. Okay, so it's not distance. There are specific nodes that block our sight that we have to get to. I see. I can feel someone else coming. Damn, this is weird.